Welcome back to the DNX show, and today we're going to be doing our predictions for Budds Creek and MXGP of the Netherlands. All right, so we're back with our predictions for this week. We're going to do MXGP at the very end. We're going to do it just like last week where we did a bold prediction and the podium. But we're going to start out with the bold predictions for Budds Creek here. But before we get into that, we got to give you guys a little update on our records here, all right? So I have 106 correct. And Doc has 90. So I gained a little bit from last week. So we're basically in cruise control. I don't even think Doc can get anything right for the next like 4 weeks.
Brother,
all right.
Wait till you see these podiums I've got, brother. We're making out big gains. Big gains, I tell you.
But yeah, so we got four weeks left in our prediction series, and I'm on cruise control, just like Deegan and Jet. So let's talk about some bold predictions here for Budds Creek. Let's go with the 250 class. And for me, I got Seth Hammaker on the podium. He's been so freaking close multiple rounds, especially the last 3 rounds. He got 2 4th places in there. And now, is this a bold prediction? Probably not. I think with how this weekend's going to go, with Deegan maybe being in cruise control in Moto 1, Seth might be able to creep up in there and get maybe a 2nd place, you know, if everything falls in order for him. So honestly, I think it's a pretty good prediction on my plate.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I do, which you'll see later on. But for my prediction, I do have it listed as a brand new podium. And what I mean by that is just 3 riders that have never been on the podium together this year. If that makes sense.
I legit wrote that down. And I was like, nah, that's probably way out there because I don't really see it happening. And then I erased it for Seth. Dude, that's crazy how we're thinking the same, dude.
Yeah, no, I think I don't think that's very far off. And I'm in the same idea with you with Seth there. So stay tuned.
Okay, going into 450 bold prediction now. For me, I have a brand new winner, okay? Now, I think it'd be a couple different people here. I do. I think it could be, technically, Eli Tomac hasn't won a race this year, right? And, I mean, RJ's looking really good. Justin Cooper is very good at Budds Creek, and he can get those starts. And now, I say brand new winner because I think Jet might be on cruise control just this last round just to get it over with, get ready for SMX. And now I think he probably will still win. Let's be real, it's Jet. But I'm just hoping that he is on cruise control so we can get a brand new winner.
So I also wrote down a brand new winner. Chet, we didn't hang out before this. Okay, we didn't know. I literally did these. He was talking about something and I was doing these while we were in the call, but I didn't. Yeah, anyway. All of the things he just said, same.
I'm very surprised Eli Tomac hasn't got a win. I'm looking at the results here. I'm like, I had to second guess myself. I'm like, Tomac hasn't won, right? He's only won a moto, which was at High Point, and he's only and Hangtown. He won at Hangtown too, but he had a bad start second moto.
Will this be the only year Tomac's ever not had a win in the season?
I mean, possibly. I mean,
that would be an interesting stat.
Well, technically, he raced 2 rounds last year. Would you count that? I guess not a full season, right?
No, like a full season.
Full season. I mean, 22. He did obviously 21. He did 2020. He did 19. He did 18. He did 17. He did. I mean, you got to go all the way back to maybe his 250 days where he.
I mean, but even then,
yeah,
he won Hangtown. The opener.
Dude.
Like, this might be the only season ever that Tomac's done the whole thing and not won a race, unless he wins Budds.
That's
crazy.
Actually crazy.
That's actually crazy. Yeah.
Like, can we get Clint Fowler on this? Like, someone tag Clint or something. Is that like SMX StatMuse as well? Like, let us know. Is that is that actually true? Because that would be insane if it is. So going into our next category, we got a Holeshot for this weekend at Budds. And this one's going to be a little spicy because the Holeshot is after the 180 and like up through, I think, the face of that jump, right? I think that's where the Holeshot stands.
Yeah, on the face.
And I would pick like a Prado, you know, for the 450 class here. Normally I would pick a Prado because, like, I mean, his starts are great. But lately, I'm thinking like an RJ here. you know, because what he just did at Unadilla. I'm thinking Hunter, right? He's really good at starts. Maybe Jet just pulls out something from his ass. Eli. But honestly, the guy that I'm going with is Justin freaking Cooper, okay? He is so good at Budds Creek, and he's also very good at Budds Creek starts. Everything that I can remember, he's been literally 1-2 off the start at Budds Creek every moto. So I think Coop's going to get it done.
He is really good there. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, knowing what I put on my podium, this is crazy. But I have Jet pulling the whole shot because it's Jet. The starts are insane.
Wait, so you have Jet pulling the whole shot and most likely not him winning?
Stay tuned. Jet, get your fingers ready, okay? Because you guys are going to be needing to type and roast me, okay? I need some roasting.
That's
you guys
crazy.
roast me every week, but that's why I'm here, to be roasted.
Okay, what about your 250 whole shot? What do you have?
Seth, I think he's going to get a start and just, you know, give the little berries.
That's literally what I have. Because I'm thinking like Podium. He's going to get that start. He's going to ride up there, you know, and like...
He's going to fade.
I don't know. Maybe he won't fade. Maybe he'll figure it out.
A little bit. Joe's winning. Let's be real.
Okay. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I think Seth will get a whole shot this weekend out of one of the motos. Just saying. Going into our head-to-head matchups, and this is brought to you by Next Bets, where you can actually play the 450 matchups. All you guys got to do is go to the link in the description below at nextbets.com/playdnx to play. And for this week, we're going to stay in the 250 class here first. And we have Ryder DeFrancisco, I don't even know, Ryder D versus Nate Thrasher. And I was looking at the results here from this is just based off of last week. And they're very, very close. They went 8-9, Ryder D, Nate. And honestly, with these two guys in particular, we haven't really seen much from them. I mean, maybe besides Hangtown for Ryder D. Nate Thrasher in general, I feel like we haven't seen him at all this outdoor season. So, honestly, I don't know who to pick for this. However, I'm going with the gas guy. I'm going with Ryder D. I think somehow he pulls this out of his ass. Maybe even get a top 5, dude. That's pretty bold, I know. But I think he wins this matchup.
I mean, Ryder D is definitely capable of a top 5, but it's just bold considering the year. Yeah, I like that. That's good. No, we're going to go Nate Thrasher. Why? Because it's Nate, and he'll go 20th one race and win by 30 seconds the next race. So
that's supercross. That's only supercross. He's never done that before outdoors ever.
Yeah, but he's capable, and sometimes.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, for the 450 matchups, we're going with the old consistent guys here, okay? And that is Justin Barcia versus Malcolm Stewart. And I swear to you, these guys are next to each other every single week. They're finishing right next to each other. Whether that's 8-9, 9-10, 7-8, it doesn't matter. They're right next to each other. And so I figured, let's do this matchup for the last round. And honestly, the only reason I'm going with Malcolm Stewart is because he's had a podium here in the past. And that's the only reason I'm going with.
It's true. I was going to say, he is pretty good there, right? I'm going to go Barcia just because I'm going to be at Bud's and I just want to listen to his bike. That's like one of the things I'm most excited to about being there at Bud's. So it'll give me something more to root on. It's just listening to his bike in the air.
Did I say he had a podium?
Yep.
Did I say that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a 4th place. My bad. I just looked it up. It's still top 5. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing.
Same thing. It's probably like $30,000 difference in bonus, but same thing.
Yeah, I don't think Malcolm's ever got a podium for outdoors in his life. It might be this weekend. Man. All right, so going into our placement category, we picked 10th place for this week. And we're going to stay in the 450 class. And for me personally, it's going to be one of the guys that we just talked about. And that is going to be Justin Barcia. I think Barcia is going to be right around that 10th spot. And because I think Malcolm's going to do better, I think Geode might be a little bit better because
Geode's ripping.
He's fighting for that SMX spot, right? So he wants to do good. And maybe a little Cody Shock in there because he's also fighting for a spot. And so, Barcia's already kind of cemented in there. And I think those guys are just going to be ripping, and then Barcia's going to fade to about 10th.
I like that. I do like that. However, I'm going to have your two-time world champion, George Prado, in 10th.
I mean,
It's gonna be a great day. It's honestly gonna be a great day. This is like peak Prado. This season, he's gonna have the best day of the freaking season.
Dude, I have no words. He's definitely gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, okay, hear me out. Just hear me out. What if he pulls Holeshot and he wins a moto?
Brother, you got 15th. He did, but he pulled a whole shot at Dilla on the European track. What do you mean? Like, I don't know how much. He gave him a 30-second head start. I feel like he's still gonna give up.
What's crazy is he started first and went to 15th, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. But for 250s, who do you have for 10th place?
Another person I have not seen other than his highlight reel at Redbud, Jordan Smith.
Dude, that highlight reel was so gas, bro.
I mean, incredible highlight reel. Like, peak Jordan Smith things. Let's get a 10th.
I think he's going to be better than that. You know, he's been ripping as of late. And that highlight reel, they've actually put together multiple different ones. I think going back to Southwick, maybe even before that, maybe Redbud, that first time I saw that. But they've been on fire. All of those have been fire. But he's not getting 10th. He's getting better than that. For my 10th place, I have Drew Adams. And I don't know what the hell happened to him at Unadilla. He qualified first. Now, I don't know if that was in Q1 that he ran that time, because those motos did not represent that time. I don't know. We know he's better than that. He's had some really good results this year. 10th place is probably a bad spot to put him, but I think he's going to be right around there. I don't know if he's even raced Buds before, so that's also a factor for me. I think he has, but... Going into our podium now, let's stay in the 250 class. And I feel both of our podiums here, like for both classes, are going to be kind of chaotic. It's the last round. We kind of want something spicy to happen, right? So for my podium, as I mentioned as my bold prediction, I got Seth in third. Okay. I think he's going to do really well this year. I think it's going to be his first podium of the year. So I think he's going to get third. Okay. For second, I'm going to have Tommy V. I was looking at his results for the last few years at Buds. They've been great. It was like a second in there, a fourth in there, like I think it was a fourth or fifth in there. So he's been really good, maybe even third. And then for my first place, I think it's Joe. Him coming off of what he just did at Unadilla, he should have won like 4 in a row, maybe 3 in a row, plus Unadilla, like 4 out of the last 5 he should have won, basically. I think he gets this one done because, one, the pressure's all on Deegan to wrap up the championship, and I think Deegan's going to play it safe in Moto 1 and just wrap it up and then dominate Moto 2, but he's going to be maybe 5th or 6th in Moto 1, and Joe's going to go like 1-2 for the win, you know?
No, I like that actually a lot. I think that makes a lot of sense that Deegan just cruises and then just bodies everybody in Moto 2. Or maybe he doesn't, and maybe Joe just bodies him both motos, which I definitely see happening. So my podium, we're going to go same as you, Seth, in P3. Garrett Marchbanks, P2.
Ooh, I like that.
Finally getting Marchbanks on the podium. Again, well, not finally, but getting him up there again. Hopefully he gets a decent start. Probably not. But and then yeah, Joe's gonna body everybody. Hopefully. I mean, I would love to see like you say, Deegan cruise to get the chip done, don't get hurt, and then just come out absolutely going for it, Moto 2, and then they both battle. I think that'd be awesome.
That's the same thing that happened last year, if you think about it, because like in Ironman was the last round last year, he cruise controlled Moto 1. I think he got like 12th, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. And then Moto 2, what happened? He came out swinging, fought with Tommy V. If you remember that little battle after the finish, right? Because that was freaking gas. So I think the same thing, like you just mentioned, is gonna happen. Now I will say for your Marchbanks pick, I was thinking about putting him on there, and I looked at his results for Budds Creek, and they're not great. So
Until this week.
That's why I went away from him. So.
We're turning it around, baby.
All right, so our 450, let's go to the 450s here. And for my 450 podium, as I mentioned in my bold prediction, I have a new winner, okay? So think about that for a split second. So for my third place, I got the alien himself, Jet Lawrence, as I mentioned, he's going to be on cruise control. He's not going to really care what's going on out there. He might win a moto, but he's getting third. All right, let's stamp it, mark it down, guarantee it. For second place, it's going to be Eli Tomac. He does not get a win this year, which, as we mentioned earlier, would be insane to think about. And then for first place, I got his teammate, Justin Cooper. All right. As I mentioned, new winner. He's going to get a whole shot. He's going to go out there and win a moto and possibly the overall. Yeah, I could really see it happening, especially with it being the last round and really kind of everybody just like, let's just get this over with, man. So
I have a very similar podium, but very different. I have a Lawrence in P3, but it is not Jet. It is Hunter. Okay. Ooh. I do have Tomac in P2, which I hate that for all of us. But I don't have J Coop in first. I have RJ getting his first win. Which means if you're paying attention, I'm saying Jet's going to get the whole shot and not land on the podium, which is stupid. Let's be real.
Very stupid.
Which one of those things is stupid. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so now let's hop over to some MXGP. And this weekend, it's going to the Netherlands. I believe it's pronounced Arnhem. Arnhem? I think, I don't even. It's a sand track. And for my 450 bold prediction, MXGP bold prediction, I have a Netherlands podium, okay? They've all been riding great as of late, too. Like, I'm not going to say who I have in order yet, but I'm going to say some names here. Koldenhoff, Herlings, Vlaanderen. I mean, they're all riding great. And I can kind of see it happening in their hometown or the home country, you know?
The vibes would be unreal.
That's what I'm saying. We just watched the Sweden Grand Prix. Like, the vibes were insane for gifting. Imagine a Netherlands podium, dude. It would be gnarly.
True. I have someone has a perfect weekend.
I can see that too.
We'll see which. You'll see.
I will say for the MXGP class, Lucas needs that perfect freaking weekend because he's now down 41 points after Sweden, bro. Oh my god, not a great week for him or weekend for him. Okay, for the MX2 class, my bold prediction is I have Kai gaining over 20 points on Langenfelder this weekend. And I say that because Kai is from the Netherlands. It's his home country. It's his home track. He's going to go out there and body everybody. It's a sand track. We already know he's freaking amazing in sand. So I think he gains over 20 points on Langenfelder.
So this is bold, okay? You said bold prediction. We're going to go bold here, okay? I have Sasha Kunin get to win in one of the motos.
I don't think that's as bold as you think, but it's also pretty bold because
it's bold because I haven't seen a single race where he's stayed on the bike, and we're in sand at Kai's home country, in sand, on sand, in sand.
And the last time we saw Sasha in sand, he went down like 6 times.
Yeah. So, yep.
Okay, so let's talk about the podiums a little bit. I'm going to stay in the MX2 class. And for my podium, I have Adamo in third. Truthfully, he's really good in the sand. Go watch Lamo. He actually did really, really well. For second place, I have Camden McLellan. I think that's how you pronounce your last name, dog. I mess it up every single time. I'm sorry about that. But I have Camden getting second place. Go back to Lommel. He freaking rode amazing out there. So big shout to him. And then in first place, we got Kai. Like, if I have him gaining over 20 points, it's his home country. It's his home track. Like, he's got to win. And I think he goes out and bodies everybody, bro.
So because the championships are, I don't want to say huge gaps in both, but like decent sizes in both classes, this is going to be a little bit of a common theme. I think that the points leader is going to be a little bit on cruise control, not cruise control, but like playing the long game here. So you have Langenfelder in third, you have Sacha P2, and then Kai winning.
I like that. I went back to last year for the results, and I saw Langenfelder get 9th, and I'm like, yikes. But I will say, go back to the last couple of rounds, he's been very consistent of he's not panicking when he gets a bad start, and he just pushes through. And I think that's going to be a common theme that we see this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. In both GPs and US.
Yeah, honestly. And then for the MXGP class, for my podium, as I mentioned, I got the Netherlands boys up there. Now, for my order, it's going to be Koldenhoff in third. I have Calvin Vlondren in second. And I got Jeffrey Herlings in first. It's insane that he's not doing the nations. All right, I'm just going to be.
All right, well, we're kind of on similar page. I have Febra in third. Kunin in second. Herlings is going to win.
I like that. For me, it's just, I would have put Lucas ahead of Herlings. But I feel like Herlings, after being back for 2 rounds, kind of find his mojo now.
At home.
And he's at home. Like, I think he's going to do really, really good, right? So, Lucas is also very good in saying he actually won the MX2 class there last year. So, like, he's really good. But I think Herlings just pulls it out, maybe.
Which means I'm saying Herlings going to go perfect on the weekend.
That would be... I was going to say that would be crazy, but I actually kind of see it happening.
Sand, home turf, Herlings.
Crazy. Okay, so now we got some fan predictions here. We got quite a few, and I'm just going to roll through these, all right? And if we think that one of them is super bold, we're going to get you guys a t-shirt, and we haven't been sending one out because none of you guys have gotten your bold predictions right, all right? Maybe this week it changes. Okay, for Tim, he has Herlings winning the Grand Prix going 2-1, which we both have Herlings winning, so that means that's not bold, okay? Chris, he says George Prado. This is hilarious. Chris says George goes 40-40 and hops on the KTM for SMX.
All right.
If that happens, t-shirt, send it your way.
40-40 is crazy.
Hansa, I think that's pronounce her name here. It's MXGP Herlings, and then Kai wins MX2.
Yep.
That's not bold.
Agreed.
But we agree. Blom, I messed this up before. I've actually sent you a t-shirt before, so shout out to him. He has MXGP, he has Koldenhoff first, Kunin second, then Herlings in third. It's kind of bold. Koldenhoff winning that would be insane. Yep. And then he has Bonacorsi getting a top 5 this week. And Bonacorsi has been kind of struggling as of late. He's been like that 9 through 12, so that would be kind of crazy. And then for his MX2, he has Kata Wolf, Balin, and Adamo. Balin is really good in sand, and he just got announced for the team France for MX of Nations. So, so it's Fevra, Renault, Balin. Tommy V decided not doing it. So
that's crazy.
Crazy.
Why? Is that because he's going to Honda?
I'm gonna say yes, right? He wants to skip out on that and already get his vacation going and move over the overseas. I would assume,
makes sense.
Right? Okay, so now Jordan, he says for MX2 he has the Wolf, McClellan, Sasha, which not bold because I have that same basically podium. And then for MXGP has Herlings, Kunin, Koldenhoff, which is kind of similar to yours. But he has Koldenhoff instead of Fevra. Okay, so the next one I have is Skeptor, and he says Joe goes 1-1 and Jet gets third or worse since he already has the championship, which
like it.
Kind of agree with that. Robbie Deegan clinches first. Shimoda, Joe comes out second, and Eli Tomac is in third. I don't see Deegan winning this weekend. I just don't, honestly.
No. Not because he can wrap up the first moto. If he had to I don't see it.
I don't see it winning. Now Jack, he has his bold predictions are Kida Wolf tops every session. Since a hometown track, I don't think that's too bold, but every session would be kind of crazy. And he has Fevra no podium, so that's kind of bold.
All right, bud.
And then he has Jet and Herlings for the win in the 450s, and Kai and Shimoda for the 250s.
We're all kind of on the same page here.
Yeah, a little bit. Those are all the fan predictions that we have. And yeah, so I want to let you guys know that there will be no pod this week. We both kind of decided that we're going to push it back just 1 week because there's nothing happening next week. It'll be a good opportunity for us to just talk about the whole season in general and give you guys like our season prediction recap and a couple of other items that we want to talk about, get ready for SMX and stuff like that. So, it'd be a good opportunity to give us the predictions for SMX, do like a little predictions in there too. I just thought about that. So, so be on the lookout for that next week. Reactions are going to come out both days. We got MXGP in the morning on Saturday morning. We got the watch party reactions afterwards, and then reactions on Sunday. So we're jam-packed this weekend. Doc is going to Bud's. Make sure you guys go say hi to him. Make sure you guys go do that. I was going to say something else, but I already forgot. And yeah, so with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love, and we'll catch you guys back here for some reactions. We're out.